So right here is a 5-gallon aquarium. Are you looking for a fish that's really unique and really funky looking to go into your 5-gallon tank that's pretty peaceful but has personality? Well, today we're going to be talking about 5 oddballs for your 5-gallon aquarium. So make sure you stick around to the end so you don't miss out on any of the 5 fish. And without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so most of these fish I'm talking about I don't currently have, so I don't have any footage, but first up we have the Pea Puffers. So these are one of the cutest fish in my opinion in the freshwater aquarium hobby, so they're really hard to find here in Australia, so good luck. But you'll have those occasional Pea Puffers that are in stock. It all depends where you live really, but these guys are great for 5-gallon aquariums as they only get to about 3 to 4 centimeters, which is only about that big, and that's tiny. So it's a small fish but packs a big personality. They're great for your planted nano tanks, and they love those live plants. They will eat lots of frozen foods and they'll graze on pellets and all sorts of things. They can be a bit aggressive. If you have a group of them, you could probably get up to 3 for a 5-gallon, but to be safe, 1 or 2 is best. These can go with a few other smaller fish too. They do like a low pH, and they do prefer a tropical temperature from 22 to 26 degrees Celsius, and of course a minimum tank size of 5 gallons. So if you can afford these fish, then give them a go. They're an awesome little centerpiece. So I just got this fish and I'm loving it. Next we have the chocolate gourami. They are a brown fish with white stripes, inconsistent across the body, so it can be a bit random, but they do blend in well with the environment, so make sure you don't really have too much brown stuff in the tank and more greenery stuff, so you'll be able to see them a lot more. They're better with a natural environment with lots of live plants and slow moving water. In this tank doesn't really have many live plants at all, but it'll probably get a rescape in the future. So these guys are a labyrinth breathing fish, which means they'll go to the surface of the water to take gulps to get air. So basically they don't need an aerator or much movement on the water at all. So you can have a sponge filter with these guys, as they are quite a delicate fish with a low pH from 6 to 7, along with a tropical temperature once again of 22 to 28 degrees Celsius. Keep it stable. These fish are quite fussy and they're a bit more of an intermediate fish. Next up we have a schooling fish for you. It's an alternative to your neon tetras. We're talking about the green neon tetras. So the reason why these are a lot better is because they are smaller. So instead of getting normal neon tetras for this tank, well, for a bit of a different perspective, try the green neon tetras. They're a bit harder to find, but they're a lot hardier and they're easier to keep, so they're more ideal for beginners. You won't come past too many issues with these neon tetras as long as you're keeping the parameters between 5 to 7 for a pH and for a temperature 24 to 26 degrees Celsius, as these guys do like a really warm temperature. And in appearance, instead of that neon blue, they'll usually show a bit of a green iridescent stripe going horizontally across the body. They have small mouths, so feed them small foods. You can get up to 6 for a small 5-gallon aquarium, and they bring lots of activity into it too. So fourth on the list, we have the sparkling gouramis. Instead of the chocolate gouramis, you can try the sparkling gouramis. They got quite a nice coloration, and they are a tiny bit easier to keep. So you don't really want to keep these guys in a group. You want to have a solo sparkling gourami in the tank with maybe some of the green neon tetras. So they are a great little fish for your 5 gallons. They only get to about 4 centimeters, and they are very pretty with lots of personality. So if you're looking for a fish that's very different from the rest, you can give the sparkling gouramis a go. A bit harder to find than your other fish out there, but they're great for a 5-gallon tank. So we've covered top dwellers here and mid dwellers. Well, what about the bottom dwellers? Next up we have the Pygmy Corydoras. Now these guys are so small, they only get to about 3 centimeters, and they do great for a 5-gallon in a group of 3 or less. I probably wouldn't do a big group in a 5-gallon, as they do need lots of space. Make sure you have lots of open coverage at the bottom of the tank so that they can move around a lot. Don't have too many ornaments or plants that keep them in the way. So they are a pretty cute fish. You're going to want to have a pH from 6 to 8, so they can go in a wide range of pHs, and of course in a temperature from 23 to 28 degrees Celsius. They are a bit of a shy fish, so you're going to need to have some green neon tetras if you want them to come out a lot more often. So since these guys are a shy fish, you'll want to make sure you have lots of hiding places throughout the tank to make sure they'll feel a little safer, and it'll take that little bit quicker for them to come out a lot more often. So food is also a great way to get them out if they are always hiding. Just be mindful though to keep smooth substrates with these guys, like sand or that shrimp dirt out there. Just make sure you don't have jagged gravel-like substrate. Don't keep it too coarse, keep it nice and small. As long as you're keeping the parameters at a stable rate, then you should have lots of success with the Pygmy Corydoras. Well, there you have the 5 oddball fish for your 5-gallon aquarium. I hope you guys did enjoy the video and learned a few new things, and I hope I inspired you to go get some new ideas for your 5-gallon aquarium. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content just like this. It really helps me out, but I hope this did help you out. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.